called Rick and said, could you start early instead of after dinner, before dinner, because I'd like for people to see you without either gravy or mustard on your shirt. So here I am. In a little gymnasium where we graduated, it was kind of the center of our town. And tonight, among all the other things we're doing, we're honoring the letterman who played basketball and left for football games and track and cross country and tennis and everything from that gymnasium, and the band who gave the variety shows every year and practiced with those athletes in that gymnasium. And it was kind of the center of everything. I look back now, I went to a basketball tournament in Martinsville, and it was held in the gymnasium where John Wooden played. And I went because a distant family member from Valparaiso was playing in the tournament. And afterwards I said, this is a really big deal. You're playing on the floor where John Wooden played. And he said, who was John Wooden? So I guess it's perspective, and a little more perspective about Elwood and our high school and our importance in the world. This spring, I went to get my hair cut, and obviously you can look at me and tell it doesn't take very long anymore. But I asked the young lady who cuts my hair, I said, are your family, they camp? Are you going on a big camping trip? Yeah, we got this plan and that plan. She said, what are you doing? And I said, this year is my 50th class reunion. And I guess will be the highlight. It is the highlight of my year. And she said, where did you go to high school? And I said, I went to Wendell, Willkie High School. And she said, who was Wendell Willkie? So, in the artful field of education, I gave her a brief education on who Wendell Willkie was. And then she said, well, where is Wendell Willkie High School? And I said, it's in Elwood, Indiana. And she said, where is Elwood, Indiana? So, the perspective is, it's our hometown, and we're here to celebrate. You come back for friendship, and I suppose a little curiosity. But one thing that hasn't changed in 50 years is that we all went to high school together, and a lot of us went further back than that, grade school, and we'll never change the fact that this is our hometown. Some of us came from a few blocks away to be here tonight, some many miles away. So we're glad you're here, and I'm here to welcome you on behalf of what I think is an exemplary reunion committee. It's a team that has worked hard on several reunions and done a bang-up job, I think, last night and tonight. They've just done great. On that committee, I don't have my notes, but I think I can do. On that committee, our chair, Rick Rogers. Yay! Terry Floyd, Bill Bishop. I'm going to, Kathy Tharp, I'm going to use maiden names. Kathy Vincent Miguel, Dave and Helen Peters. Kent Williams served drinks at all the meetings and took notes. I mentioned Dave and Ellen,
and Bill.
Aaron Clary, Lynn Davies, Martin Ricker, Rick Long, Carol. Where's Carol? There she is. So, I want to make particular thanks to Lynn,
And Bill.
who did your trifolds. No, let me finish. Who did the trifolds that are on your table. I can see what we're doing.
What happened? Oh, no. Okay, we have to say Bill again.
Okay, anyway. Lynn, who did the trifold. Kathy Svensson, who did the memory book, a lot of organization, and emailed me to prod me to do things. Bill and Terry, who are great at volunteering and organizing. Everybody on the committee is, but they've been special. Everybody, Steve Shaw. Steve would volunteer to do anything that needed to be done in area, and that was, I'm sure, a great help for Rick. And so everybody, it was a great team. And I know he told me to take special care. He told me to take special care to thank and point out to everybody else. But Rick Rogers is responsible for everything from the acoustics to taking. Getting the pictures, some of the engraved items you see over there on the table.
See, Rick doesn't want you to talk about
On the table.
Rick doesn't want you to talk about it.
Rick doesn't want me to talk about it, so I'll talk about it. Those are all a result of Rick's help, and so we go. Hello. Here. So tonight, the special things we're doing is, because we've never done it before, we're going to, they came and had their pictures taken earlier, but part of tonight's program, when we started a little bit early, was to honor band members in E-Men's Club. And we're going to do that right now. Mr. Shaw, we can break it away from his deal, is going to say a few words.
All right.
I probably don't need to mind being a former teacher, so I can probably talk about that. We had, I think, 12 members for our band out here. Band was basically started when we were in junior high, so most of us started playing our instruments in junior high and played together for like 6 years. State Fair was probably one of my fondest memories of doing every year, plus the variety show, and just getting together and keep playing football games and basketball games. I really love doing that stuff. I think everybody else probably did too. I'm supposed to introduce band members, so I'll go around. Dan Perry's over here.
Hey.
Our drum major, Katie Sherman. Mike Connors, trumpet player. I know Carol Gilmore is here somewhere. Carol. Brenda Linus. And Brenda. Then
in sports, which is pretty significant. And one actually pros, and one made it very close to pros. So I'm very proud of the guys. I'll introduce him. He's not a pro, but this is Jeff Ward. He's an awful good golfer. And the guy in the green, I think his name is John. Yeah, John. Stand up. Kenny Williams played golf. Jerry Steiner played everything. Blankenship, he was there. He's still a good guy. Mark Redwine. Mark and I found out that we don't play golf very well. Bob Drake. Hell of a basketball player. A great guy. Now we also call him Shando, but that's for football. Pretty interesting. Alan Hughes. About this anybody? Oh, that's right. Steve Shaw is Amber Dexter. He played the band. What a guy. What a group of guys. I said still trying to get fond memories of this. And I'm glad to see all you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Another significant group that we always honor, and I'd like for all of them to stand up because I don't know all of them that did, but were the members of our class that served in the military, that made the sacrifice of their time and some of so much more. I'd like for all the veterans to stand and be recognized. Thank you guys. There's another group here that everybody in our class is responsible for helping. And I wanted them all to be at one table, and it was our faculty. They got to be the teachers of the best class that Wendell Willkie ever graduated. Joining us tonight, Tom Pantos, Larry and Barbara Ottinger, because of his high position, it is probably still Mr. Dudley, and his wife, Charlie Short, person I'm going to introduce. After we went through our freshman year at Wendell Willkie High School, we'd already developed somewhat of a reputation. And it led to our sophomore year. It didn't seem that anyone wanted to be our class faculty responsible. And I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he was told to do it. But Bob Plunkett is here. By the way, a lot of classes had multiple sponsors. Bob was the only one. Bob, thank you. I had to take a rather circuitous route to find Bob with an old address that I think got to his daughter, that got it to him, and he called me. And I talked to him for about 15 minutes, and I said, I don't know if you remember who I am, I'm John Fortson. And he said, how could I ever forget you? So it was obviously because I was such a good student. He had remembered. shortly thereafter, I called Terry. I said, I found Bob Blanca. I talked to him for about 15 minutes, and Terry said, is he still coming? A little bit of, I don't know what was going on there, but they're here, and let's have a big hand for Bob. So thanks to all of you for being here.